trap, baby. Why? Because Foxy T. Look, I'm trying to get my tea off. Is your best tea. Use caution when you see me. Good morning. Mm. Ooh. Mm. Good morning. Ooh, I ain't had this one in a minute. This is the Mandarin one. Ooh, and I got a little peach. I mixed it with the probiotic peach one too. It might be that peach. But the Mandarin with the peach is like they complementing each other. And it's giving good. It's giving good. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to sip that. But anyway, guys, what is today? The Friday? I might be tripping. Was yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday, I think. Today is Friday. Happy Friday! Thank y'all, it's Friday. Y'all, these days be kicking my butt. I didn't even know what it was. But hey, guys, I want to say hugs, hugs, hugs. Kisses, kisses, kisses. Love, 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 and blessings, blessings, blessings to all of you connected. I miss y'all so much. So much. Okay, y'all part of the, like, blanket. So that's why y'all shaking when I shake. So let me take you off, maybe. Nah. Dang, y'all was better. I think I was a little like that. I didn't want to control y'all though. I have y'all shaking though. You know what? I was making it hard for myself, y'all. Just I was making it hard for myself. Don't worry about it. I get it together. Anyway, guys. Okay. Hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday. Oh, let's see what the tea of today is. Because remember, I got my tea. Y'all. And my tea be having little messages on it. So the word of the day, the tea of the day is the one who listens understands. Mic drop. I wanted to drop this tea so goddamn bad. The one who listens understands. If you're not willing to hear it out, how are you willing to understand? Hey, hi, Hazel's cool. Hey, Hazel's cool. How are you willing to understand? I feel like that the hold on, I got a little draft. My butt. Alright. But anyway, I feel like that it's basically saying like, hey, like hold on, some of my stuff backwards. It's saying like how you gonna say you understand if you never listened to the situation in the first place? Like you never listened. How? How you say you understand and you never heard me out? Or how do you say you understand when you never heard my side? You know what I mean? So basically, if you want to understand, and that's food for thought, if you yourself want to understand, that means that you have to be willing to listen. Do you know how long in my life, and I am 40 now. Praise him. I'm sorry. Because what? I'm 40 now. You get what I'm saying? I made it to this age and I'm very proud. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people that I grew up with that have yet to make it to even 21, like for real. Like so for the ones of the those of us that have made it here to 40 with me, like y'all, we doing it up, right? But this is what I'm saying. It's like back then I didn't want to listen to nothing. I thought I knew it all. I thought I had it all. I thought everything that I needed to know, I knew at that point. And now, show me how much I did not know. How much more I had to learn. to gain. So I think that's basically telling you like, hey, like even if you might be in a space or a sense of mentality where you think that you know everything or you got everything down pat or you really got all the information or you know, uh just because you think that you do doesn't mean that you actually do. Sometimes you need to actually listen, pay attention, and it will you will get the information you need to get. What are we talking about? So I can understand. Okay. Um, so far we read the T. Okay? The T is saying the one who listens understands. So based off of the T of the day, I'm just basically telling y'all some information or telling y'all some encouraging words to really like clarify that. So the one who listens. So you have to really listen if you want to understand something. That's big. You know, we teaching life lessons over here every day, all day, every day. You see what I'm saying? That's what we doing over here. Okay. And we also are doing a oracle. This is a collective oracle reading. Okay. So basically, this reading probably gonna be about understanding and listening to understand. Okay. All right. Because yeah, because the T of the day sets the tone for our readings. Just to let you know. Hey y'all. Hey Smray. Hey. Hi who? I'm sorry. I know I'm butchering your name. Samare or something. Smare. Smara. Look, I tried so hard. Spirit guys, what do you want collected to know? Okay. On this beautiful Friday. I didn't even mean to do that, but it says in God's hands. It says in God's hands. In God's hands, it says, my trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guide my heart and my choices. My faith is steady and I remain true to the light, to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. So to me, that is saying, yeah, you gotta trust. You gotta trust in God. Like you gotta trust in the process. You gotta sit back and listen to understand. Sometimes we do have to, and listening also means trusting too at the same time. Like trusting the process, trust like you're listening. You know, like, and if you want greater, if you want better for yourself, if you know, you have to be able and willing to listen to another person so you'll be able to understand what's going on. You get what I'm saying? And then it also says by you putting it in God's hands, you listening, you paying attention, you're trusting the process. By you doing that, you are remaining true to your light, and you also are making your faith steady, like it's constant. Yet, and when you have your faith matters. Your faith matters. I don't know if people understand that or really realize that, but it is not really just a religious thing. Really, like faith, like it's a feeling type of thing, right? If you do not have faith, okay, because it's a factor, it's a vital factor. If your faith is not constant, it will allow you to be inconsistent. Like you have to have that steady faith in yourself, faith in your universe, faith in, you know, the fact that you have the ability to learn. Because everybody don't have the ability to receive, comprehend, and then, you know, utilize information. Everybody don't have that ability like we think that everybody does. No, everybody, it has a different way of every your neuro, like your brain is wired differently. So everybody has a different way of learning things, expressing things, stuff like that. Like, reacting to things and everything like that. So you have to also have in your mind too that um you have to be willing and also open to being able to learn something, because that is a skill in itself at the same time. You know, it's a song buddy and say, I thank you tonight, thank you, boo, thank you. But yeah, put it in God's hands and you trust it. You trust it in the process. You're in a space of, I can listen. I'm teachable. Confirmation. And that's exactly, hands down, I'm trying to tell you, that's a good quality to have, is to be able to be teachable, to be able to learn. Because the more you learn, the more you will prosper, the more you will be successful in life. You get what I'm saying? Because you'll be able to obtain anything that you want to attain that's materialistic in this world. You know? And being able to obtain that, but also having like the faith of knowing that you can, because of the simple fact that you opened your mind up, you were willing to listen, you were willing to understand, you were willing to have faith and follow um the God's word, or the higher spirit, the universe, ancestors, the spirit guides. You were willing to pay attention, and I think that's why your faith is never wavered, and why it seems like you're steady at this point. So you are steady at this point, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy for you for that. It says the voice. You got the voice of the heart. Two of them came out. You got the voice of the heart, and this serenity came out. So we want to do the voice of the heart. It says the voice of the heart says, I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of life. Like, um, yeah. All of this is really telling you, you silence the fear in you. You discover the voice of your heart, okay? And by you actually realizing that you have a voice, like your heart has a voice, and it matters, um, that's how you start operating. It start guiding you in certain directions, in certain places. And I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on a path of light. And yeah, and that's when you able to actually tap into your intuition and let your intuition actually guide you like it needs to, like it's supposed to. Serenity. You have serenity too as well. And it says, through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. Again, you have the wisdom to know when to shut the fuck up and let the universe do its work. To listen. Pay attention. What it say? The one who listens understands. And that's not coming from nowhere. That's not just saying, like, we just not saying that. Like, no, that's dead ass. Like, you know, you're allowing the universe to do its work. You're allowing God to, the creator above, to do his work, because you are steady and having faith, and it just, you know, one with yourself, with being, making yourself better. I like that. I like that. I like people that, I don't care where you kind of came from. Honestly, I'm more impressed by the people that came from places where it looked like they were not supposed to prosper and they end up prospering. I am more impressed by those people than the people that already have the materialistic thing, and that materialistic things and stuff don't impress me. It don't impress me. And you'll probably be like, well, Foxy, you're not impressed by materialistic things or whatever like that, but you have friends that have materialistic things and stuff like that. You're so proud of them. You big dumb up. You da 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 da. You're being a hypocrite. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But you see me being up there, but riding. You get what I'm saying? For my friends, because I actually see them and get it out the mud, work hard to get it. And that's why their and only their materialistic things impress me, because it took them a lot to get where they were, and that was impressive. So it's really not the materialistic things. It was the grit, the grind, the struggle, their willpower. Like, you get what I'm saying? They a different type of person than that other person to me. I don't know that person's story. Yeah, that person look glamorous, but they don't compare to mine. My friend, you get what I'm saying? Because I seen it. I seen it. If I see you got this, you got that, whatever like that, I'm not hating. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be kissing your butt. I'm not gonna just be up your butt because of it. And don't think that I'm like that with my friend because of what they got. No, I'm up their butt because of what they did. I see it. You know that's integrity, that's resilience, that's stuff that can't be taught or bought. That stuff that made them that allowed them to acquire the materialistic things that they embodied impressed me. So that's why I'm on it and stuff like that. Why not? Why not? If I'm going to be impressed by somebody's stuff, I'd rather be impressed by my friend that I know that did what they had to do to get there, rather than somebody that probably it probably would fit right to them. Here you go. They be the main people that be like, you got all this stuff and you just, or you should really look successful and you just you can't put your finger on it and you just like you know that you gotta you got you got the right here saying that you got the other thing you you allowed the universe to do its work or whatever. So that's why you got a gentle view of a way of viewing things. You know what I'm saying? And the way, and that's why it seemed like your life come with ease, and you so serene. You get what I'm saying? And also, you step with confidence. The confidence come from you having faith and listening to yourself and paying attention and realizing that you can make it. Realizing that you can do the work. It having resilience like the friend. You know what I'm saying? Like just really sticking with it, having faith. Because if you was to give up, how would you ever know when you're gonna make something? Where you can make it if you give up. You get what I'm saying? So again, the one who listens understands. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you're in a space of understanding now. You're not I ain't seen neither one of them. You can see it if it come up. I don't know if it's upside down or not. But if it come back up, that means it's meant. I don't know what it was though. But yeah, so if it y'all let me know if it come back up. But yeah. Yeah. Dang, I forgot my train of thought. Yeah, but you have the wisdom to let the universe do its work, and I feel like that's where you at in this moment. You're not giving up. You're allowing yourself to be taught, in areas where you need to be. And I love that for you. I just feel like, and you're about to. I feel like you're about to be at peace. Serene. Yeah, you're serene now. Spirit guys, what else? You want collective to know, and we have action collective, and it says My divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart, my desire to manifest light, transform tests into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. You put it into action. After you did all that, you allowed yourself to listen, pay attention, let the universe do its work. You stay having faith, steady faith. uh you were aware that your thoughts um will be driven by negative or positive forces, and you chose positive. You also was listening to your heart. You realized that the voice, that your heart had a voice, and you started to run with that. I think that you're starting to go by your heart now. You're about to put it into action. I feel like that all the work, the transformations and the tests that and the growth that you have done behind closed doors will be exposed now, and people will see that you were doing work behind closed doors. And it will create an opportunity for you. It also, um, it also, um, it also gives you the ability, like I said, to manifest whatever the hell you want out of life. Okay, like I know people like, man, people talk about manifestation. You just gotta work hard. You just gotta work hard. Yeah, you still gotta have faith. You still gotta have faith, because you can work hard and you'll be working hard for nothing. And it still won't come. But you gotta have that faith that it will, because if you don't, you probably will give up a long time ago. Anyway, you probably wouldn't make it to the end, but you're not giving up. I think you're sticking it out. You're you're making it to the end, to the point where you're able to put it into action. And I love that for you. Spirit guys, let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify this message for collective. You have camera. Camera, collective. Have camera. It says reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, and perception. So you could be like, I don't know, maybe you could be a person that's in front of the camera that's or something like that, or like being on camera or whatever the case may be, but or like looking at pictures or whatever. But you are reminiscing. You're feeling like you want to make memories, you know, want to make memories with someone, and you're learning again, listening. To understand, you gotta listen to understand. And I feel like you're reminiscing, you're going back, you're learning from the past, and your perception about things now is different because you have learned from the past, right? And I love that. Like, that's the stuff that impressed me, is growth. Because people will obtain a lot of things over the years and still be the same. Never change. Whole time looking like they changed, or looking like they're a different person the whole time. They still the same. But I don't feel like that's you. I don't. I think yours has changed. Karmic relationship. So you probably really did. You learned from this karmic relationship. You reminisced. You remember the memories. You learn from this past. You learn from this past karmic relationship, and that's why you have a different type of perception on life right now. Karmic relationship is a resentment and triggers. Perception. We have perception again. In a row, right back to back. Intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. You left this karmic relationship go. The karmic things that this relationship that you were in. And relationship means friendship too. Don't think, no, it could be a whole, trust me, I know, it could be a whole good girl group. and it's karmic. You hear me? Because it's there to teach you a lesson. See, but you gotta pay attention. You gotta listen. You gotta pay, and you gotta see what it's teaching you. And this karmic relationship that you had triggered you. It puts some resentment in your spirit in you. Um, yeah. It made you feel like you had to let these people go. You had to let that karmic relationship go, and I think you did. The perception, you having a different perception of life is what made you, what made uh you get triggered. Well, you realized that you were being triggered and that you had to get the heck away from this karmic relationship. Spirit guys, what else do you want? Talking. You have talking. You have talking collective. And it says interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. So you can either be interested in talking to someone. Someone could be interested in talking to you, waiting to talk to you, wanting to talk, text, call, email, whatever, fly kite. I don't know. But it might be this the karmic relationship that you were in. They could be looking at you and it be like they really want to talk to you. They want to talk more, you know? But I don't think you're with that. But hold on, let me see first before I just say that. But I don't really think you're with it. I think you're with that. What else do you look like? Okay. Ship. It says cutting ties, moving on, receive what you want. No, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression, and arriving. That ship has sailed. You cut the ties. You move on. You moved on. You're receiving what you need now because you cut that. Progressing and arriving. You're finally arriving to the moment that you need to be. You're finally arriving. Mm, 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 mm. What was at the bottom of this? Oh, sword and rose. I was about to say. But clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection, determination. Okay. So this ship has sailed. You are, hey, you have faith in yourself. You left it in God's hands. You listened to your heart. You realized what you didn't like in life, what wasn't making you feel good. You kept faith. When you kept faith, you were allowing yourself to have a different type of mindset. Once you did that, it put you in a space of peace and serenity, and you were able to put the peace and the serenity and everything that you learned, right? All the knowledge, the wisdom, into action for your life to go how you want it to go. And when you did that, it allowed you to reminisce on the past relationships that you had, and let you realize like what made you triggered, like what went wrong then. You get what I'm saying? And it allows you to realize like you didn't have the right people around you. That was a karmic relationship. And instead of you trying to change yourself and not be the genuine, good spirited person that you are, and being that to others the way you know you can, instead of you stop being that, you just finally came to the conclusion that the person that you were like that with, they just didn't deserve it, and that's no fault to you. And once you realize that, hey, they didn't deserve you, didn't deserve your energy, didn't deserve none of that, right? You moved and took yourself away from them. You removed yourself from the situation. When you removed yourself from the situation, then the karmic relationship, like the karmic people, okay, feel like they want to come back. They want to spin a block. You're not with that. You're like, hey, I realized you were really good to me. You weren't a good friend. You pretended about a lot of things. You put triggers in my space, and you created, this karmic relationship has created triggers in you where it might have kept you being mean, standoffish, untrustworthy, like just you just being leery of other people, period, because of this karmic relationship. And it might have made you do those actions towards people that didn't deserve it because of the karmic relationship, because of that person or them people or the comics sitting up there manipulating you, making it seem like that they there for you, whatever like that, and the whole time they really wasn't for you. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times we as people don't have, our discernment is not as strong as we want it to be or need it to be, because we're a little bit more trusting than we should be. But I'm glad that you left that karmic relationship alone, because instead of it making you not be trusting, I want it to just make you shift your trust to yourself and God and the creator above and your ancestors and spirit guides in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Shift your faith to them, to yourself, because the karmics was letting you down. The karmics was the karmics was making you react to people that really were there for you in a manner that you probably wouldn't have acted like to them if it wasn't for their butts being manipulative and being shysty and being petty and being underhanded and being the way they were to you. Like, you literally, the karmic literally made you treat the other person that didn't deserve that crap like that. That's mind-boggling to me. Like, that mean mom, the karmic, like, you know, what you did, especially I don't like, and I'm sorry, but I don't like for nothing to happen to the people that don't deserve it. If you deserve it, but if you don't deserve something, I don't like for stuff to happen to people that don't deserve nothing. If they didn't do nothing, like, yo, that's the why would you do that? Why would you do that? Now, because you acting a butt, you got me acting a butt to this person, and you know, guess what? This person don't even deserve that, because that was you. Because I was around you and dealt with you, whatever like that. And you got me sitting up here wilding on the people that don't deserve it. Now you make me want to fight you for them. like don't be done. Okay, but okay, that's not neither here nor there. But I feel like that you have it down pat. You moved on. You good. You Gucci. You in a space of, yeah, you understand it. You listening to understand. And I know we all make mistakes, but it's always about accountability too. Always about accountability. If you can't be accountable for what you have done, then that's fine. Just stay away from me. but if you're okay with, you know, I was cool. But if you don't take no acceptance for your part, it's just like, yeah, you like you gonna be alone. Like, we know it. But I don't think you worried about that, because see, we don't have that type of problems. Like, I don't have them type of problems. I really don't. Like, I really don't even care if I technically don't have no friends or whatever. I know it not to be true. Like, I know people mess with me. Like, they even if they don't want to, they love with me, because deep down inside, I'm just a genuine person, period, regardless. And just who I am to a person, you know. So I really don't feel like I would really actually be alone for real. Because You know, unless everybody is just like evil and it's just like best I be alone. But yeah, you have unconditional love. Unconditional love collective. It says, my heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and the beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. So yeah, you could be forgiven or be in a forgiving spirit at this moment. And because you are, this person probably want to come back around because they see that you like in that forgiveness, forgiving, forgiving spirit right now. Like you, they know you embody unconditional love. They wanna. That's why they want to talk to you. They want to come back and talk to you and stuff like that. They know. They know who you are. They know that you're the real deal. But they realized it late. They realized it after they had did what they did and showed their hand. And it's like, how can you come back from that? Especially if you're not trying to take accountability. But it's like, yeah, you embody, yeah, a different type of love. That's kind of rare. That shouldn't be rare, but it's kind of rare, right? I'm just gonna take them to, but yeah, but yeah, that person see they know now. They know you was good. Like they know you was a good friend or a good person to them. Dang, they messed up. They messed up. You got oh vitality. You got vitality came out first, and then you got gratitude. Okay, so we're gonna do vitality. Okay, vitality. Okay, but it says, I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. So you realize that you embody that good energy. That hey, that maybe that person. Okay, so maybe that person realized that you ain't had to steal your energy. You created the energy. You really had unconditional love for people, and then you was really a genuine person. Like they really did see that genuinely in person for real and know it to be for real that much in the people that was around now. It was a little bit rare, right? Once they realized that that was you, right? They realized like, oh, you create the energy. You don't go around people and stealing it from other people. That's why you are the way you are. No, you really embody it and you create it, and that allows you to be a person that people want to be around. Right? That's what that's what I'm getting, right? And it says gratitude. Gratitude. It says, I'm aware of my light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus, I enlighten my thoughts, riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. So the you have great gratitude, so much gratitude. You know, you aware that you create your energy. You aware that you embody that, but you don't act cocky about it. You don't you're very humble. Like you don't make nobody feel no type of way about it or nothing like that. Like you make them feel welcoming, and they miss that. They know they messed up, that ship has sailed for them, and they can't get it back. You you embody gratitude. Like you're so grateful for the riches in which you embody, and the energy that you're surrounded by, or that you create, because you worked so hard to create it. You really did the work for you to become that, for you to get to that point. That's what I'm saying. I like the people that do the work. Not not just look like no. No, because it means more. Trust me, hands down. When everything is said and done, and you strip everything down to its bones, you'll see really what's more valuable. Positive. What you got? Positive action. Positive action collective is your next card, and it says, I focus on the beauty in in me, and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go of and then trust in God. So you couldn't change that person, right? Okay. You couldn't change that person. And you knew that. So you changed the access that person had to you. You know, you did it in a positive way. So you found out how you could silence people or and a that to people without doing anything, without making them, you know, without beating them down or anything. No, you just simply let go and you entrust in God. You like your faith. I told you that faith is steady. It's steady and it's firm. So it allows you to let go and you just entrust it in yourself, in the universe, and whatever you was going to embark in next, because you knew you was just being genuine. You're not playing no games. Like, you really are who you say you are. But you're not boastful about it. You're not up here like, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm. You get what I'm saying? Big. And the reason why I feel like that you don't do that is because people that don't have to do that don't do all that, is really the ones that have it. Because when you really embody it, you really have it. Like, you don't gotta say much. You know how look, people love to say, I can show you better, I can tell you. That's real. That comes along with skills, things like that too. That comes along with gifts. It comes along with talent. It comes along. It's better if I show you to tell you, because if I tell you, you're not gonna understand. You're not gonna listen. You're not gonna see it. It's not gonna mean nothing. But I'm actually really actually like, I'm gonna show you. When you see it, then you know then that's when things change. So it's like, yeah, you put it into positive action. Like, yeah, you like, hey, you not acting right. I don't have time for that. Let's go. Like, yeah, you like, you ain't acting right. I don't have time. You know, mm-mm-mm. You out of there. You had to trust in yourself, and I feel like that's the best thing for you to do. All right, spirit guys. You want collectives to know? And you have Hammer Collective. You have Hammer. Hi, y'all. Hi. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Shay Campbell. Uh, hey, Shay. Hey, Shay Campbell. Oh, hey, Doobie. Hey. Subscribe. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, boo. Hammer. You have Hammer. And it says sabotage and rebuild. Persistent, working on it, repairing. You went and yeah. Hey, they sabotaged that situation. They thought they sabotaged you and your life and your relationships with other genuine people. They thought they triggered you enough, made you lose faith enough to really lose faith. Really become a monster to people. And they sabotaged the thing, right? You got Hammer. You went and you rebuilt. You removed yourself from them. And you went back. And you did some tinkering. And you did some tuning. You was trying to figure out, like, what's going on. Was it something wrong with you? Was it, what happened? And you realized that it was that person. That they were sabotaging the situation. They made you feel like it was you. They persisted about it. But no, you worked, you was working on it. You was persistent about working on it and repairing yourself and making it where your discernment was strong. because they made your discernment weak by trying to fool you. You had to go back to the drawing board and rebuild your strength and your discernment, because they would have made you just turn into a, they would have took your life from you. And that's probably what they wanted to do for you. They wanted to take your life from you because, one, they didn't give it to you, so they didn't know how to take it from you. They didn't know how to like keep dimming it. And then once they realized that it was in you, it wasn't like something you acquired. It just was in you, and they couldn't shut it off. They couldn't turn it off. They wanted to take it from you, and the only way they kind of felt like they could kind of take it from you was make you feel like you weren't what you were. You weren't who you are, and that's like, a good person. They wanted to make you feel like that you wasn't a good person, you wasn't a good friend, you wasn't a good spouse, you wasn't a good partner, you just wasn't. And the whole time, you wasn't right for them because they were wrong the whole time. And then they sabotaged future you being the same genuine and good to other people, because they didn't know how to, they did that because they didn't know how to get it from this for themselves, and they didn't like it, the fact that you were taking it from them, and that you caught on that they was not genuine, and that you were removing it from them. Like, I don't think that they realized that that was the option. And once they realized that, it seemed that it was an option, it was like, oh, hold on now. And then it seemed like that's what's making them want to feel like they want to come back. And like I said, I think you moved on. I don't think you were with that. Two of them. It was two of them together. Well, they were stuck together. It said, okay, the one on top says ascending, and then the one at the bottom says poker face. Okay, so I'm going to read ascending. It says learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. So that's why you did the tinkering. That's why you went and did the rebuild. You rebuilt yourself because you wanted to prepare yourself for the new union, for people who actually did deserve it. You didn't want to bring that baggage, that trauma, the hurt, the damage from what they did, and bring it and put it on somebody that really don't deserve it. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you're ascending. You was learning. You was learning. You was, what's the word of the day? It says, the one who listens understands. You was listening, and you was able to learn, to understand, and you have poker face, okay? And poker face it says taking a chance, risks, and options, not showing hand, gambling. So yeah, you took a risk by removing yourself from this person and going back to the drawing board and realizing, like, hold on, let me just remove myself from this person. Let me realize that I have other options. That this is not the only option. Also, how about I don't tell this person what I'm doing? How about I don't tell this person, what's going on, because this person really not there for me. Really not, they really don't know the best for you. Okay? And when you had did everything behind closed doors and didn't show your hand, I think it surprised them. I want to say they probably was surprised. Let me see what they were. It said not today. Not today. It says boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. They still upset. And they hurt about your boundaries. And they definitely want to avoid the conversation about, and they don't want to deal with like where they were wrong at, and how they messed up and how they was wrong and stuff. But they still upset. They still upset. You know what I'm saying? They still upset, collective. Dang. This person's still upset. And it's crazy because it seems like they want to talk to you, but they don't want to talk about the issue at hand. They don't want to talk about how they can, how they made it, like how they just weren't good to you, and that's all you needed was for them to be good to you. I don't know. Yeah, I'm proud of you though. Like I just wanted to tell y'all, we gonna see what signs goes with this message today. But I am so proud of y'all. I'm glad that you really remove yourself from this common relationship and realize like, hey, you don't have to be that person. You don't even have to surround yourself with people like that. You don't, and then you don't have to think that everybody is like that too. Like I still to this day, because really, real life yesterday, I had a whole conversation with my whole friend that was like, that really made me realize I really became it stepped out of my character and became a bad friend, like did some bad shit to her, like became a bad friend to her because I was told that she was being a bad friend to me by another motherfucker, by a bad friend. You get what I'm saying? So it's like still to this day, I'm just realizing how manipulated I was and how the situation was manipulated and how it can spill over to me not being a good friend now to this day or still questioning if a person is my friend to this day or is my true friend, like not really, still not trusting it, even when it could be a person that really they're like me to me, but I just don't see it. You get what I'm saying? Or I still to this day, but I think you could, yeah. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, but yeah, they hurt you. You hurt whatever, but you put your boundaries out and up and whatever it is. I don't think that y'all gonna talk. I don't think there's gonna be a conversation because it says not today, and it says they want to talk to you, whatever like that. But they are waiting a text if okay, they're interested in talking to you, in talking to you again. But I think you like, hey, my boundaries is up. I don't think they realize your boundaries is still set. Oh, just the 8. Okay. So Taurus, Cancer. So if you are a Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Cancer again. Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn. I knew I was in a when I seen the Sagittarius. I knew I knew I was gonna have to be up in there. Okay, so if you're a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, this could resonate with you, or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Leo, Virgo. Okay, collective. Okay. Yeah, it just surprises me and scares me a little bit when when the reading really seem like and sound like a certain person to me or a situation I went through, and then their sign come out, like me and their sign come out, and I'm like, well, yeah, it was exactly who I thought it was. Like, no. So be on the lookout for this person might want to come back and just even if they don't give you no signs, like they don't tell you nothing, whatever like that, just know in the back of your head right now, I'm telling you, they want to talk to you. They know they messed up. They want to talk to you. They wish they still was talking to you. They wish they still was talking to you. but I don't think that this person, this person's not taking accountability. Like this person, it's not. It's like they're still avoiding. The last card says avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. This person, this person, I don't think they, yeah. So, but I'm proud of you. I'm glad you do what you need to do. That's all we care about right now. I love you guys so much. And thank you for being here with your girl. If you can't hear me, hit that like and that subscribe button for your girl. That like and that subscribe button for your girl. It costs you nothing, but it means a lot to me. And also, love you guys. And stay blessed, never stressed. Why? Because you are the best, and we ain't selling for nothing less. And I mean it with everything in me. Okay. Man, yeah, and I see you again. Yeah, next time. Yeah. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for being here with me.